Hello, YouTubers, family, and friends. This is Edward, and gotta let you guys in on an update. We've been trying to get the net metering meter installed for since October of 2022, and finally in August of 2023, we were finally after 20, 30,000, 40,000 pesos, all the requirements from the LGU with permits and all the requirements from the electric company that we were supposed to do. And then I had to pay my electrician, and then we had to buy another meter we didn't know about, blah, 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 right? It's took 10 months. We finally got our meter, right? Okay, this is 3 months now today after we already got our meter, and I haven't paid 1 peso of electric costs. You know why? Because they don't know how to make the bill. They don't know how to construct the billing process for the net metering system that we signed a contract agreement with the electric company. It says in there everything that they're supposed to immediately provide us every month, once they read the meter, what our bill is supposed to be. Well, the last attempt by them to do that, it was after 9 weeks, over 2 months, they come up with a bill that's still wrong. They're not putting any of my export, so the power I generate with my solar system, and sell it back to them for credits against what I'm buying on my import, like at night or whatever, right? Yeah. So, like I say, then we have a big meeting here yesterday. We drive to DePolo, we go to the main company there. We talked with the head engineer of the net metering division, and still they're having it's this like a bunch of chimpanzees jumping around in a room trying to type on a typewriter. Literally, I mean it. It's like this is getting close to 3 months now after they've installed the meter, and we still don't have a bill. And I pointed out everything that needs to be on the new billing with them, tried to teach them, and then they come up with this new format that they're trying to get approved by someone, who knows who. But at the bottom of this printout that they gave us, I noticed after the meeting, what in the heck is this? It was an entry area after allowing for my export credits. The very next section that they had typed in there was for an export charge. So the power I'm exporting back to them onto the grid for credits, now they've added some kind of a charge to the export energy that they're receiving from me. And that charge on this printout, it better be wrong, because if it isn't, what this charge is over 6 pesos per kilowatt hour. Well, my whole export credit per kilowatt hour is 5.8. Yeah, and they're putting this export charge at 6 pesos per kilowatt hour. So that completely wipes out all my export credits to zero, plus makes me pay more. I shit you not. It's like they don't, and I don't know why this was even on. I don't know if this was a typo or what it is, but I sent an email to that engineer today, and if it's true, what they're trying to do is eliminate all our credits before we even receive them through this export charge. That is plain theft and criminal racketeering. And you know what? This is the kind of stuff I've been fighting from day one from the power company. I swear to God, it's an absolute mob criminal organization. They will do anything to keep their little mountaintop and give nothing, not even a morsel, not even a 1 kilowatt hour to the common man. So basically, if this is true, it's the whole net metering bill that went through the Congress of the Philippines and came down through all the agencies, Department of Energy, Department of Energy Commission. I mean, it's endless, right? It means nothing. It's all wiped away because the end user, the end qualified user, or the renewed energy producer, would be me and everyone else that has a system that produces solar power, all of that is wiped out. And the whole program is debunked because of this export charge that they're nailing everybody with. And like I say, it hasn't been implemented yet. I've just seen it on a preliminary spreadsheet at yesterday's meeting. So we'll see what happens. But basically, if it's true, I have to get rid of I have to put my limiter back on my system so I export no more power to the grid. And then if I want to save any more than I'm already saving, I would have to either use less power, of course, or buy a big, huge battery bank and convert my system to a complete off-grid system. Honest to God, that's what I'd have to do. Which I'm fine with that, but that's big money. That's another 500,000 pesos to get a real good battery bank that's only going to last 7 to 12 years, really. And then you got to buy another battery bank to last that long. Yeah. So that's the thing with battery banks. I mean, sure, you're off grid and you don't have to depend on the power company at all, but it's expensive and you got to replace it every approximately 10 years, right? If you last 15 years, you're luckier than hell. So yeah, that's what I'm dealing with now, and that's just another example of the living hell you're going to have to go through every day if you live in the Philippines. If you want to fight the system in the Philippines, it ain't ever going to happen. So my advice, don't even try to meld in with the systems that are in the Philippines. They don't enforce the laws anyways, so what I would say is just keep to yourself. Keep completely isolated from the rest of anyone trying to get your money. Just your Filipina and your children. And build a 20-foot wall, which I have around my compound. Don't let no one else in. Never. And do everything yourself, completely self-efficient. Right? And that's right down to the butchering of your animals for food, growing of your own fruits and vegetables. That goes for everything. Do it all yourself. Because if you don't, you're screwed. Anyways, that's my little spiel about the power company. We're going to see how it goes, but it's not looking good right now, ladies and gentlemen. So take care. Love you guys. God bless. Bye-bye.